Hope you're all giving them the bird and everything. Get here and vote. You know, gotta get the bird. Fuck off and find peace. That's the only thing. She says give him the bird. I say fuck off and find peace. But, you know, so the bird is... Can't have peace without the bird, right? You can't have peace without the bird. You can't have peace without the bird. It's flying. It's a flying bird. Find peace and fuck off. That's what I like to say. But we'll use that for Melissa Bird. But anyway, I hope we're all voting out there. I'm gonna make this a short one. I'm gonna be staying positive and whatnot. I'm realizing my dogs are probably feeding off my energy. I'm so fucking crazy right now. Someone called me aggressive the other day, and I laughed, and then what? Oh my god! Oh yeah. No, guys. But yeah, no. With everything, if I let everything get me aggressive, definitely, I'm all. This is the weird thing about trauma, man. But, that's not what this is about. But anyway, I mean, it can be. Trauma is, we gotta be aware of our traumas. Our traumas are in the past, but we can't let them be in our future and our front, We leave them in our past, we can avoid them, shit like that. We learn from them. Move on from them. If you live in them every day, you have a way of making them repeat, maybe, and that's just not what you want. That's not a good life. So know that you're loved. Find peace. Find those that love you and support you, and have faith that there's a universe, a whole entire universe that's there to support your life form. You are alive. You are here. You have reason and value. Don't ever belittle that at all. You are a tiny drip in an entire ocean, but it takes a multitude of drips to make that ocean. You are the ocean. Remember that. There's nothing special about you except that there's everything special about you. I had a chance to talk to EPD yesterday, and it went a lot better. I have some video of it. I did not get video of all of the interaction, but I myself am doing growing and learning. Not everything is as bad as it seems when it's dark outside. You can make up things, but there are also things that are still obviously very, very wrong with the department. Very wrong. There is a culture. And we can deal with that. That's not a problem. We're the people. We don't even have to sweat that shit. I mean, there might be some fools acting up in the meantime, and that's unfortunate, but we'll figure it out and we'll work together and we'll resolve it together as a community. And I believe that 100,000%. So that's where I'm at. That's where my mind's at these days. I'm getting on that. I've been, living in my trauma and the pain, and that's fine. That's part of healing. That's part of growing up. That's just what everybody does. It's what, everybody does it. I have not seen a single person that doesn't have a bad day that doesn't have trauma that they are exuding off of them right now. So I don't think myself or anybody should be too hard on themselves. But it is time to, at some point it comes time to wake up and grow up. And, we've been waking up. Now at some point it comes time to grow up, I guess. And today's as good a day as any, I suppose. What do they say? I don't know who they are, but they do say some cool shit. The best time was 10 years ago, but the second best time is right now. And the third best time is tomorrow. But tomorrow never comes, remember that. So yeah, it's kind of a weird one. It's kind of a weird one. I don't know. Sorry about that. Oh, Jesus. I love you guys. Be safe out there. Like I said, okay, so I don't know if I said it, but yeah, there were some really cool interactions with EPD. I had contacted one officer. Again, like one of them is just, it's hard to tell when people are snippy if they're just not also burdened by the culture itself, like overburdened and traumatized by it themselves. I mean, most police come from trauma. Nobody's, there's not generally like a really awesome, like well-together person that's like, I want to go fucking deal with that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Most cops are like, they had trauma happen to them. They want to help other people. That's fair. I think that's fucking beautiful, man. Turn fucking lemon into lemonade, right? But you get to that fucking job and it's just the same bullshit culture being propagated from the inside of that shit. I mean, could you imagine how pissed off you'd be? I think I'd be pretty fucking pissed off. So, I mean, officers, if you're upset, I'm fucking right there with you. I believe in you, and I believe in people, and I believe in second chances. I believe in love and forgiveness, all that bullshit. Not crocodile tears, but real redemption. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, so don't fuck around. That's your fault if you do. I ain't getting involved in that shit. But, so anyway, I'm gonna leave that there. It's grassy. So even if oh shit, I forgot, it's fine. I don't want to get too stressed out. My brain moves around. It like floats around like on an ocean. I have to kind of let it go with the current. It'll come back. If it's important, it'll come back. Ah, yeah. God, that's such a beautiful feeling. Know in the darkness that everything's going to be okay. It's all too rare these days, I feel. But it is. We're still there in the darkness. The world is still there when you close your eyes. What is that? Object permanence is a thing. Anyway, oh my goodness. I like pooping in broken grass. People walk around out here. No, I probably should pick that up. Ooh. So on the phone, one of them wasn't the nicest, but I could kind of understand. I don't really have anything bad to say about that, except I'm just reporting it. The other two were, I mean, just so fucking, I will admit that I have not always been the friendliest on the phone, and I was really friendly, I feel, or more friendly. I was also, on one of them I was video recording, and the other one I was not, the other interaction on the phone. One of the interactions with a female officer, like I said, she was curt. She was as helpful as she needed to be. I mean, not as needed to be. She was there, I should say. She was there. She was a warm body, and that's about all I could say. Somebody else I talked to, and like I said, that she was at least there, I guess. She wasn't actively harming me, I suppose. But she did not really offer any information, I guess. It's kind of a downside. It's just kind of like you got to fish for your own information. And that's what I brought up to another officer that I talked to. And that one was actually a lot better. And that's the one I want to like showcase because I felt really good about it. It was just a nice little surprise, I suppose, and realization and reawakening, I suppose, about human nature, that all people are pretty good underneath it all. It's the trauma that screwed us. But as I she kind of like she talked to me. I could tell there was certain policy or certain things. I calm down and breathe. She seemed to have things like an agenda of how she was told how to speak. It seemed like she was repeating certain things and not others. There was a lot of information that seemed disjointed and not there, but the information that she was giving me was repeated. And I'll give you an example. Like, she just kept telling me the policy. She just kept telling me that, you know, the only answer was basically that there are no officers to help. And I'm like, what? And then finally I asked, I was like, so can I come down to the station? She's like, oh yeah, you can come down to the station. I was like, oh, well, why was that not given to me as an option, I guess? Right, so that was kind of my points, and I think she was picking them up rather well instead of being offended. Maybe it's because I was being like not offensive. Maybe I was like, I think I was articulating. I was almost autistic about it. I was almost myself. Very like, you know, I wasn't like saying, hey, I wasn't saying, hey, not to be offensive. I was just like more articulating my points, the reasons why I'm saying these things. And that seemed to, I think, maybe make her more comfortable. I don't know. Again, I'm not really good with people. I think I try to be. I think I want to be. But anyway, so we had a pretty good interaction and reaction. And I think that she got it. It kind of was like, oh yeah, like she kind of could see it from my point of view. It was like, oh yeah. I don't want to do that. Like, I mean, you know, I don't want to be not informational. I don't think she wants to be a non-helpful person. And I think, you know, when there's interactions, when people have actually honest interactions instead of side eyes and glances, like I myself get involved in all too often, judgments and prejudgments and shooting on people and otherisms and, you know, giving into the separations of each other. I think that's where we start to fall apart. So I guess in the end result of, like, you know, this, we'll make this short video just a little bit fucking longer. Holy shit. But as long as usual. Yeah, we can go over there today, guys. The whole point of this long rabbit trail is that you never know when you're not making other people the enemy that aren't really there. You know, and there is a culture. There is definitely a culture, but that doesn't mean that every officer is just, I'm going to give into it, all the bullshit. There are officers that do turn and tell. There was somebody that did tell, from the U of O that did tell on an officer, and their U of O is known for being pro-officer and not helping the people. But times are changing, and that's just the way it is, man. And we got to change with it, and our expectations, maybe, I suppose my expectations need to change with it. Guys, come on, no, don't go up there. I don't want you to get shot. I don't fucking know what's going on. People don't like their noses. Guys, come on. Come on. Nobody likes a nose poking under their fence. Come on. No. Hey, Stinky, come on. Anyway, I love you guys. Hey, look, a slug. I love you guys. Remember, where to find peace, you gotta go fuck off. So fuck off and find peace. Y'all, love you.